Good morning, Brandon Brothers, and welcome to the, we're in March now, March edition of the Brandon Brothers meeting, men's prayer breakfast, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure enough glad you're here. Today, I want to talk just briefly about living life too fast. And I'm gonna stay in the Word right here, and then I want to show you a little example of what's on my heart today. But we're all guilty of coming up with our own plans. And then on top of that plan, making our own stepping stones toward the goals of said plan. And I want to point you to Proverbs. I've been spending a little bit of time here lately in Proverbs, and specifically 16 and 9. And it goes to say that the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. And the beauty of that is when the Lord establishes your steps, you have to take them one at a time. There's no skipping the steps, there's no jumping, there's not even running through those steps. It's just one step at a time. And when it comes to like my life in general, I am absolutely terrible about every free minute of my day I have something to do. It's literally like I wake up, all right, I go to the gym, or maybe I go to work, or as soon as I'm off work, I go to the gym, or maybe if I'm not going to the gym that day, I go out to the shop, and then, it's just stacked after another, one thing, and I never take time to really focus my thoughts and focus on the Lord. And I found myself here lately really making sure that I set time aside just for like good mental health, basically when I say good mental health, that is for me at least, it's reading the Word, and then not just trying to read through it just to feel good about reading it. It's, I read it, and then I kind of like meditate on it. Like try to really instinctively figure out what God is calling, because there's more to the Bible than what you're reading. It's a living document, living, breathing document that can affect your day-to-day life. Oh my gosh. But my plans are always so cram-packed that there's some days that I forget about that. And it's because I'm hurried. I am always hurried. I'm always in a hurry to do this. I'm always in a hurry to get things done so I can move on to the next thing, and the next thing, and then the next thing. But that, it makes me, like at night, it makes me deserve my bed. Like I sleep good, but I still sometimes don't have that fulfillment. Like, what did I actually get accomplished today? I never took the time to slow down and really like come up with the correct plan, or allow God's plan to take over my life in another sense. And I just want to touch base with y'all, and I just want to remind y'all that we got to eliminate that hurry from our lives. I really think that it's a great enemy for like a spiritual life. And like even talking with Jesus, like you cannot accomplish anything that Jesus ever did with hurry in your life. Jesus was oftentimes very, very busy. He was busy doing, the things that God called him to do, but he was never hurried about it. And that manner, it just, I don't know, it blocks so much. And what is hurry? It's just like it's this inward condition of where you're so frantic all the time, and you're preoccupied, and you're not focusing your thoughts, and you're unable to like perceive things. You're unable to be present with the people that are around you. You're unable to settle down. You're always anxious. You're unable to be patient, and you're unable, in most times, to hit the mark. I find that when it comes to being hurried, I tend to rush things, right? Example in my life here recently, I've been working on a Jeep project, and it was December, and I needed to paint it. Well, I tried to hurry and paint it because it was December, and it was cold. Not that it turned out bad or anything, but that was not the proper time to paint a vehicle. But I needed to get it done, and I tried to hurry. It turned out fantastic, don't get me wrong, because I had help from several people, and they slowed me down, showed me what was correct about it and the proper process. when I would try to skip steps, they'd slow me down, be like, hey buddy, we need to take this off, or you need to say this one more time, or we really need to work on this dent and pull that body work out before we're ready to paint. And I wanted it to be painted, But the example I want to show you guys today, it's a little bit different. I don't know if you guys can see these. These are shooting glasses. So I want to show you guys an example of hurrying, an example of taking your time. Now, I want to throw one thing in here. Like I said, hurry is a mindset. There's always room for improvement in life. If you can do one thing one day, the next day, you should be able to remember what you did the day before, and you should be able to improve upon it. So being fast and being hurried are not the same. You can be efficient, but you can't be hurried. Hurried, it just skips all over the place. So we're going to go, actually I'm going to read a couple more verses before I get into the example. I want to drop over a couple chapters to Proverbs 19 and 2. Just another good verse. Desire without knowledge. Exactly the example of wanting to paint my Jeep. I've never painted a Jeep, and I've never painted anything. Desire without knowledge is not good. And whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And then I want to hop over to Philippians because I want to talk about the mark. Philippians 13 and 13 through 14. Sorry about that. Brothers, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but for one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward for what lies ahead, I press on towards the goal, or the mark, for the prize of the upward call of God in Jesus Christ. Let those who are mature think this way, and if anything and you think otherwise, God will reveal that also to you. So just keep those verses in mind. We're going to go on a walk, and I'm just going to sit here and talk to you. Whoops. I have a selfie stick. So we're going to go outside. It's raining, that's why I didn't want to do this. We're just going to go for a little walk. I want to show you guys something. Especially us guys that are into shooting. We all know that, and really it doesn't even involve shooting. It's more about proper form and technique. But you can't learn that being hurried. You can't rush into things. It takes time, it takes effort. You've got to put forth that effort. And the same is true with our walk. We've got to put forth that time in studying. We've got to put forth that effort in praying. We've got to focus our thoughts and focus everything, and then we can take a step. I know a lot of people, and I'm going to just reach out there for a minute. They find themselves wanting to help the church, but they don't actually pray about what they should be doing, and then they find themselves in the wrong position, and well, they always leave. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a target. It's actually a pop plate. But I want to show you guys the difference between taking your time and hurrying. Okay. So I've got a little red dot on each of those targets. I'm going to try to hit. The one on the left I'm going to shoot as fast as I absolutely can. The one on the right I'm going to take my time. We're safe here. This is my range. No one's behind me. I've got eyes. I've got ears because Jesus, He also wants you to be able to see His beautiful creation. And then He also wants you to be able to hear everything that's in it, including your wives that sometimes you might want to.
Yep, alright.
Alright, so left target, I'm going to shoot as fast as I can. Right target, I'm going to take my time, alright? 10 rounds each. Can you see me? I can see you. Not bad. Not very good. I hit it, but I didn't hit the red. So let's go see what it looks like. Now, I'm not one to lie. I think I can go ahead and just say, I promise, guys, I hit the target every single time, you know. No man would ever lie about that. But first target, not that great. Looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits on target. None even touching the red. Now, this other target, a little tighter. I didn't really take my time with being on camera and such, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All bullets on target. That's what happens when you take your time. That's what happens when you rush. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. I'm not a top shot, but I'm not going to lie about it either. I hope you guys receive that word, and I hope it pertains to your life. Slow down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't hurry. God loves you. I'll see you next time.